Tonight we're going flying again with Chuck Surack, the founder and CEO of Sweetwater Sound, but this time we're talking about Fort Wayne and the future that Surack hopes to help build. It is the second part of our series, Sweetview. He was a musician who grew into a mogul, a wizard of online retail with a rainbow of products. But floating over the city that he calls home in a whirlybird he calls his own, it's clear from early on that somewhere has never been the limit.
Every little boy wants to go to the moon. At age 50, I was too late to go to the moon, but I was not too late to learn how to fly helicopters.
Chuck Surack, a captain of industry, became a pilot of helicopters in under 8 months. It is the modus operandi of a musical colossus, a dogged determination to get things done. And now that attention is grounded squarely over the city that sits 800 feet below.
Where this next bridge starts, this is where we're talking about developing first for the river stuff, like from here forward.
Here on down this way.
Yep. And eventually we'll tie into Headwaters Park. You know, it's going to be a beautiful asset when we get it all developed, but it's going to take a while.
Surack can afford to be patient and points to Parkview Field.
If that ballpark wouldn't have been built, we wouldn't have had the Harrison building next to it. We wouldn't have had the hotel, the Courtyard by Marriott. We wouldn't have had the connection to the embassy with a crosswalk. We wouldn't have had $30 million of apartments going in here. We probably wouldn't have had the $100 million that Tim and Libby Ash put in, and it was all because of that initial ballpark.
And the next logical step, he says, is the arena.
So you put in the arena.
Yep. Right there where the rallies, fast food block is, all that.
And you're thinking that you're going to see the same amount of growth that the ballpark brought?
You know, as much as we can find room for, but absolutely. You know, I'm sure over time these parking lots here will turn into more development.
Which will bring more restaurants, hotels, condos, growth. What do you see in the city of Fort Wayne 10 years from now?
Oh, great question. I'm not very good at forecasting, but I would say in 10 years, I would love to see the arena built. I would love to see that we're actually enjoying our rivers downtown. I'd love to see a vibrant downtown where young people and old people want to come.
If you're wondering why a man who could have built his business in any city, Nashville, Memphis, L.A., why he never moved, why he stayed, why'd you do that?
Fort Wayne's home. Fort Wayne is where I grew up. Fort Wayne was there where I had already 200 other employees and their families. And frankly, it's a great place to have a business. It's a great place to have a family.
And family is something that Surack is proud to talk about, especially his daughter, Adderley.
My legacy, I hope, is my 9-year-old daughter. I really hope that she sees what life is all about. But of course, anything I can do to make Fort Wayne better is awesome.
37 years ago, he famously started a business in the back of a VW bus. But before that, he was just a kid from the fort.
You know, I didn't aspire to this. I've been fortunate that it's happened, but I started as a Boy Scout. Boy Scout, when you're little, you learn that you're trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, forever. Those are amazing principles to live by personally, and I think they're amazing principles to run your company by.
A long time ago, he dreamt of going to the moon and ended up on top of the world.